Hey all, welcome to a new video. It has been a minute. I had filmed videos. I'm still gonna publish the trip I took to Door County with my mom. I've started editing it. I don't know. I've been lacking in motivation to do YouTube in all honesty, but I'm feeling a little bit more energized right now, and so I'm trying to come back to YouTube. My name is Kim and I love fashion, travel, and the details of everyday life. So that's kind of what my channel is about, and if you like those things, I hope you'll consider subscribing and seeing what my life is like. I like to watch other people's lives and share. I was a sociology major, so that probably explains a lot about why that is. But I just think it's fun. It's like the way I like to discover new products and new places and just sort of get life inspo. Anyway, that's what I'm about. This video, I definitely owe a bit of a life update because a lot has changed, especially since my Colombia vlogs. And because that was back in February, and I did a vlog of my birthday trip to Victoria. So that was probably the last vlog, and that was at the end of March. Lots changed. And I also have been on a bit of a shopping tear. So there will definitely be more of a bit of a show and tell, if you will, of what I've been buying lately. Yeah, I'm really excited to show you some of that. We've got some Chanel in there. So yeah, that's kind of what this is about. Just in all honesty, to start with the most interesting and fun things, let's go show you what Kim's been buying, because it's been a lot, guys. I've been going a little crazy. How can we do this? That work? Great. Okay. It's gonna be hard to show you. I'm gonna have to stand on the other side of my room. Let me assemble and then I will walk you through what I've been getting. We have many new items. I have 4 pairs of shoes, some swimwear, some clothing, some jewelry. Yes, we have many things. We will start with one of my top brands, which everybody knows and loves, and that is Sezane. So I have been going back and forth because I had this gift certificate for my birthday, and I've been going back and forth on things that I wanted to get from them and sending it back. And anyway, I finally found things I liked. So I got this one. This is a brown tank top. This is, I think, the Marseille tank top or Marcella tank top. I have this in 2 or 3 other colors, so it's a style I know I like. But I got it in brown. Tried and true style I know I like. Picked that one up. And then in their archives, they had this, I think they're calling it terracotta. This terracotta, tank top. I really like a turtleneck, especially I have a bunch of long sleeve turtlenecks. I've been a big fan of turtlenecks in summer, year round, really. I wear them all the time. So I like that style. It works well for me. And I liked this color. It's a bit of a year-round color, I think. I know it's kind of maybe more fall, winter, but I think it's nice in summer still as well. So I got that. I have already worn it and really liked it. And then I'm on the search for a good pair of jean shorts because I don't own any. And I tried the ones on from Sezane, and they fit really nicely in the hips and the waist, but they're too short. And so I had to return them. But when I was returning them, I found this necklace, which I have been looking for a good chunky necklace for a while that's kind of choker length. So yeah, I exchanged the shorts and got this, which also I've doubled up as a bracelet. It can wrap around my wrist twice. So yeah, a necklace and a bracelet in one. Okay, this baby, I'm gonna have to try this on for you, I think, and maybe I'll stand in the back. This is from Sacai. If you don't know what Sacai is, it is a luxury Japanese streetwear brand, and they are known for this mixed media vibe. But let me go stand over here. It's 90 degrees, guys. It's hot. Anyway, this is their classic shape. They do, this is a cardigan style, but they usually do this in a bomber jacket style. And what they do is they have the knit here, or it might be full nylon, depends on the style. But this one's a knit cardigan style, and then it has these sleeves that are a bit more bubbled, kind of the barrel-legged pants, but a barrel-legged jacket, if you will. And so this is like all nylon, and it's kind of got this like puckering seaming here. I'll show you up close in a minute. It's got like pockets for pens. I was wearing this the other day and Stan got really excited about the pen sleeves. And then like this little side pocket, which I love because I'll throw my keys and a card in there, and then I'm like hands-free. I don't need a phone. I'm sorry, I have my phone, but I don't need my like bag. Yeah, so really cool detailing there. And then the back is all nylon, if you can tell. And what I really like is it's kind of got this like bubble draped shape. Some of them are more extreme than others. I really have been eyeing this brand for a long time. There's a lot of pieces I really like. I feel like it's too cool for me, but I really love it. So like I'll show you again these like bit of these pleating details you can see on the seam. Like it's mixed, so nylon and then like a really nice high quality knit here. And then, yeah, like that bubble back, the collar is the nice knit. And what's also cool, like a detail, is that the sleeve is a little mismatched. So which might feel weird to some people, but it's definitely like an intentional detail. So the sleeves are mismatched. And then this is cool. It's like a double, like this cuff is like double thick. It's super well constructed. Love this. Gorgeous brown color. I didn't have anything like it. It's got some cool like snaps for hardware on it. Anyway, it's just a very cool jacket and a very cool brand in general. And there are a lot of their pieces that I really like. It is very expensive. It's definitely luxury pricing. But I got this on like 50% off sale. It was still very expensive, but I really like it, and I've worn it. I've had it maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe a month, getting close to a month. And I have worn it so much already. It's a great year-round piece for the Pacific Northwest. It's a forever classic piece to me. Like, it's cool girl, but not so cool girl that I don't know. It feels genuine to me. And sometimes, like, I really admire brands like Sacai, but a lot of that styling doesn't feel super genuine to me. It's like, I don't even wish that I was that person. I'm just not, and I'm like happy with who I am, so I don't wish to be that person. But there are pieces that are very, very, very cool, and they just don't feel genuine to my aesthetic, but this one does. And so I was like, yes, I want this piece so much. This is a size 4. I think they do like more Australian sizing, or I guess Japanese sizing, which is, I think, closer to like the 10-12 US that I typically am. It is a little oversized fit. That's the point. I did try it in a 3 and it fit fine, but the armpits were kind of tight. So just so you know, if you're interested in Sacai, 10 out of 10. Like when you're going through my closet when I'm dead, I hope that these Sacai pieces have amassed and that I have a nice little Sacai collection. So that's very exciting to be starting that process. Skipping over to some swimwear. It is summer, and if you followed my Colombia vlogs, you will know that I was trying really hard to find a bikini in Colombia that I really liked, and specifically an Agua Bendita bikini, because that's like it's a Colombian brand. They're really great at swimwear, blah, 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 blah. I went to their store in Medellin. I tried on their swimsuits. It didn't fit. They didn't have it in my size. So I ordered one the other day from the US, and it's red, which is my color. I look great in red. And then it's got these fun little detailings. I have not always felt comfortable in my body, even though I am a pretty mid-sized person, and I think like I have great curves and I really like them, and I'm just trying to be more confident in my body. As an adult, I reject these ways of thinking that make me feel ashamed. And this is part of my intentional practice to embrace my body where it's at, to love it, to feel sexy and attractive and good and confident in my body. And part of that journey for me, this does not have to be your journey, but part of that journey for me is embracing the itsy bitsy teeny weeny little bikini. Really cute. I've also discovered that the tie side, if you're a girl like me, you're long-waisted and maybe your hips and you're like, sizing is hard and things like that. This little tie side bikini, which I was always so afraid of because again, it's so skimpy, but it fits me. Everything fits me better, and so I can adjust the bikini bottoms better and get the coverage I feel like I need. And so yeah, so it turns out the tie side bikini way better for my body than ever thought it would be, and I was avoiding it because I was ashamed and afraid and all those things. So anyway, I really like Veronica Beard. It's an American brand. They do like contemporary luxury, kind of mid-tier price range, and well, depends on what you're talking about, but I got this blue and white cashmere t-shirt, polo t-shirt. I picked this up because I wanted more like spring, summer shirts that I could wear that were maybe like office appropriate or work appropriate or just like cute and cozy and comfortable. So got this. So I am also on the lookout for some new like really high quality brands because heartbreak of heartbreaks, Everlane has been bought by Shein. And then I'm not saying that this brand is that, but I'm exploring other brands to try and find like quality basics, staples, things I can like. And I think Reiss is one of those brands that I have looked into before and have felt like, oh, maybe it's a little out of my price range. But as I've been looking into them more, and like especially their sales are still expensive, but like within reason or within my price range. Ordered a piece from them, a piece or two, and this is it. It's a good like mid-weight knit vest that I can wear over things or on its own, and so I really like this one. I like the substantial buttons that they've got on here. On the same vein, I also bought this brown vest from Gap, another one that is like similarly, it's like a mid-weight vest that I can wear over things or as its own. I've actually worn this a couple of times already because I really like it. Immediately the fabric feel is slightly different. It's definitely not, that one is probably full cotton. This one feels like it might have a little bit of polymer or acrylic in here, but it's still pretty high quality. The construction is good. So I would say Gap is another one that I'm like turning to now, I think, as opposed to Everlane. Gap has gotten a lot more transparent. The quality has definitely improved in terms of their construction. I think that overall the quality of their materials has definitely improved, and they've got Zach Posen as their like creative director, and it has made a world of difference. Yeah, I picked this up. I also bought it in blue, but the blue didn't fit my skin tone didn't suit my skin tone quite so well, so I returned that one and I kept the brown one. I also bought, and I paid almost full price for this one. There was a discount on the website when I picked it up. This dress, I'm gonna go back in a second and show you, or else I'll try and insert it on the screen because they're definitely selling it and I think it's on sale. This is like this really cute midi dress, red eyelet. Like I said, red's my color. It comes in, I think, 3 or 4 colors. I think it's like a white, a beige, a red, and a black, I think were the colors. So it's midi, it's got ruching in the back, not ruching, it's got the smocking in the back, so it's a better fit, and then you can button it down the front to get in and out of it. I already wore this on Friday. I went with Beth to see a classical guitar concert, and I wore this dress and I sat down in the car when we were leaving, and I sat down a little too hard, or like I pulled the dress down as I was sitting down, and I ripped the strap out. But I want to point out in like that conversation about quality. So this is where you can see on the back, this side, right? So this is the button that it does. And what's cool is the straps are adjustable. They've got 2 different buttonholes, so you can tighten this strap, which I know a lot of people complain about. I like it on the longest strap because I'm long torsoed, so it can sit down a little bit lower. But if you are somebody who has maybe like a shorter length in your chest, you could shorten it. And if you needed to get it even shorter, you could just take it to a like a dry cleaner or an alterations person, and they could put another buttonhole in here and you could shorten it even more if you needed to. So that's nice in terms of versatility and adjustability. But this button ripped out, and you can see it's still attached by a thread, but I want to point out, like, they reinforced this button and then they put it in between the material so that it's like extra reinforced where this button is, so that the button wouldn't just rip out of the first layer of fabric. And I managed to sit on it so hard that I ripped it out completely from in between the layers of material. So I need to take this in and have it repaired. But this is a great dress. It also comes in a regular, tall, and petite sizing. So again, like, I really appreciate the way that Gap is stepping up to provide sizing that fits more people in terms of body shapes and sizes and heights, but also making pieces of clothing that are more adjustable. I'm buying a lot more from Gap these days. That was another long explanation. Okay, shoes. I bought 4 pairs of shoes, and we're gonna start with the biggin. This is from the Métier d'Art collection, and I saw it in Nordstrom while I was shopping for the Sacai jacket, and I wanted to try it on, but they didn't have it in my size, and I've never tried on Chanel before. So I hemmed and hawed, and then I went back a day or two later and was like, hey, can you guys track these down and see if they have them in a 42? And then, like, what's your return policy? Because I've never tried on Chanel shoes, and like, each style can be quite different. So like, what's the deal? And they had it, and they ordered it, and here they are. These are two-tone Mary Janes. This style is not on the website, so you have to kind of find a store or call in to get this colorway. They have the beige and black, a white and black, like they have the beige with the black toe cap, they have the black with the white toe cap, and they have the white with the black toe cap. But the beige and white is not on the website. I've only seen it at Nordstrom. And so I think that if you want this, you either probably need to go into the Chanel store properly or go check out a Nordstrom. They have them. But yeah, I haven't seen this one. This colorway isn't quite as popular, I think, or it's just not as like promoted. So it's a little bit more difficult to find, and I really, really liked it. I just want to show you like the stitching detail on the back of the shoe, which is super cool. There's like a little tiny Chanel logo right here. And then the toe cap also has that like stitching, which is quite cool. It's very, to me, this is very like Art Deco Mary Jane. It's very, very cool. And the heel height, I think 3.5 about. I am a size 42. For reference, if I am ordering like American sizes, I'm like a 10.5, 11, depending on the shoe. Like Sam Edelman, I'm usually a 10.5. A lot of other brands, I have to go up to an 11. It depends on the toe and the pitch and all those things, but most often I'm either a 41. If I'm going up to a designer brand like Chanel, I have to go up to a 42. So hard to find as well. But these are absolutely beautiful. They are from the Métier d'Art collection from Mathieu Blazy, and I'm so excited to wear them. I also bought a pair of brown Osaka Tigers to go with the Sacai jacket because, of course, my shoes, I needed to tie in the brown somehow, and I thought like a brown and white shoe would be cool. I also just need more sneakers in my life, because all I do is run around in like flats that have no arch protection, and that's just really bad for my feet. So I got these, which are super cool. This is a little stiff and needs to be broken in. I already wore it and it rubbed on my foot. So they need to be broken in, but these are great shoes. I really like them. I also don't have like a dark beige sandal for summer, so I picked these up from Dolce Vita, which is, I think, an underrated, like, affordable shoe brand. I really like my Dolce Vita sandals. I've tried these on a few times. They're pretty good. Worn them out. So really liking them. Think they will fit a great gap in my closet. So really happy with that. This is the final piece, I promise. I have wanted these shoes for probably a good 1.5 years, maybe 2 years at this point. And I've kind of gone back and forth on them and like what color and stuff like that. And I finally found them at a price I was willing to pay. They do go on sale, but it's not always the color I want. So this is the Wally boot. It is a little bit of a kitten heel, so I think this is like 1.5, maybe 2 inches. It's got a nice snout on her. tripping over my shoes. And then it's got a tall shaft. And I am so excited for these for fall because I haven't had like a proper brown tall boot. I've got black ones, but I haven't had a brown one. And I also really like this heel shape. It looks like a slim profile stiletto, but it has the stability of a block heel because it's wider and it's thick enough. So I love that, that heel shape. It works really well for me. I have tried these on, little tight through the snout. And I would say this is just a tiny bit tall and like will kind of like hit just a little too much into the pit of my knee, if you will. But I think especially as it like loosens up and like the leather gets aged and like softens, it will be perfect. And it's not too bad. Like it's not like it's bothering me a lot. It's just noticeable. You know what I mean? And then of course it matches the bag that I have. Not that you need to match your bag with your shoes, but I do appreciate that like continuity personally. So yeah, so that is my new pair of boots. And that is everything I have been buying lately. It is a lot. I have gone a little overboard. I'm still on the hunt for some shorts. Gonna pack up this stuff now and drink some of my iced coffee because it's freaking hot out. I'm just like sweating as I stand here, as I'm sure you can tell. And I will show you how I'm wearing some of these things throughout this vlog. We got a girls' night coming up that I want to wear the Chanels to. And I'm going into the office for the first time I'm going into an office for the first time since October of 2023. It's been a minute, folks. We'll talk about that in a bit. But let me drink my coffee and clean up my mess, and then I will give you a little bit of a rundown on what's happening in life because there's a lot. Okay, well, I spent a bit more time zhuzhing my room than I anticipated and talking to my mom, but it feels so much better just to have my space tidied. Like I folded all the sweaters that were just like thrown everywhere and finally put away the clean laundry that had been sitting in a pile for a while, so that just feels good. But I just wanted to sort of like give a bit of a life update, and I don't want to take too long to do this, but a lot has been sort of in flux, and honestly it like kind of goes back to 2023. I mentioned that I hadn't gone into an office to work since like October 2023. That's when I got laid off from my tech job at the time, and then I like spent 6 months looking. I found a contract job at a startup, and then I was doing that contract job, which then turned into a full-time job. And while I was doing that contract job, I was also working at a Kroger store in the area just to supplement my income because the contract just wasn't paying me enough. So then I was doing like 2 jobs, but the contract was entirely work from home. And so as a social person, the whole working from home thing, like it's nice to have a day or two at home where I can like do today, like what I did, like do some chores or run out and do a quick errand. Like it gives you a lot more freedom to do life. And I really appreciate that. And I know that there are a lot of people who really love the like full-time work from home, and that works really well for them. It does not work well for me. I don't do well. And I'm a pretty social person outside of work, and I have all my things, but I just, yeah, so it was good to have that like grocery store job because I got social interaction, but I quit that last June, July, because I was like, I don't really need it anymore. I'm full-time employed. Like I just didn't need it. I was kind of keeping it like 10 hours a week to sort of fill that social engagement need that I had to get out of my house. And so that went away about a year ago. And around that time, my full-time job also got, my marketing job for the startup got like kind of crazy and like stressful, and like there were personnel changes, and then I spent from like June of last year all the way till March of this year like in an environment that just wasn't good for me emotionally, mentally. Again, I was really isolated, and then I think I also went through a pretty like 2 years ago now, I went through a pretty crappy relationship breakup. That was really stressful. And then I like had, yeah, anyway, I would just say that like the last 4 years, actually, like, I'm sorry, I hate to like harken back to the pandemic, but like there've been, I would say the last 5 years, between 35 and 40 have been a bit rough. In many ways, they've been great. Like, I've been making more money than I've ever made, and I progressed in my career in a way I was really glad about, and then had some setbacks and like have been going back and forth. But like overall, I'm okay with that, and I bought a house and all those things. But I would say on like an interpersonal level, it's been a little rough. So I'm really, really excited to be going into an office. So what happened was like I said, till the end of March. So in March, I got laid off from the startup. I was actually laid off while I was on a work trip, and then or informed that I was being laid off while I was on a work trip in Texas. And then I was asked to stay through the end of the month, which I agreed to do. And then I had my last day with the startup at the end of March, which is like right around, like I had my last day I had the girls' trip to Victoria to celebrate my birthday, and then like that next week was my last like couple of days at that job. So that was like a great moment for me. Like, I've never been so happy to leave a job. Like, I've never looked forward to leaving a job more. I hated being there. Like I said, it just wasn't good. I don't want to belabor the point. And I had already made the decision to start looking. So like the week before they laid me off, I had actually started updating my resume. So like I was ready to exit, and this was a great way to get out with a little bit of cushion. So left that, and then I have been unemployed and looking since April 1st, and then it's still a bad market. It's actually even harder. I've had referrals, and I'm really employable, guys. Like, I've got a great skill set for what I do, and even with referrals, and a resume that I tailored to every single job I applied to, I could not get people to have an initial conversation with me. Where I did find success was people seeing my LinkedIn, like recruiters for staffing agencies seeing my LinkedIn and reaching out to me, or hiring managers reaching out to me directly. I do have some niche skills. Now my phone is blowing up. Sorry. I have some niche skills within marketing. So that is helpful in many ways. But yeah, I was approached by a recruiter, and they were like, hey, we have this role with this tech company. We think you'd be a great fit. I looked it over. I was like, this is kind of exactly what I want to be doing, I think. And so I said, yeah, I'd love to have an initial screening. Had a conversation with the recruiter, was shortlisted for the role, did 3 interviews with people at the company, and was asked to take on this contract. So technically right now I'm a W-2 contractor through a staffing agency, which is something I've never done before. A lot of companies are moving to temp to hire. They want to like be able to feel the person out and see how they fit in before they make the commitment to hiring them. I think there's a lot more desire on the part of companies to be able to quote unquote right size their workforce really quickly, and contract roles really allow for that much better than FTEs. Is not a great shakeout for the person, the worker. But anyway, so that's how I kind of found this new role, and I started last week. And yeah, I am really optimistic about it. It's with the biggest company I've ever worked for. It's insane. Like, I'm really pleased to be working with them because it's a great one to have on the resume, and it's really big, and the team I'm hired onto seems really great. I really like my manager. Yeah, and there's an office not too far from me. So I get to go into the office for the first time tomorrow since 2023, and it's like going to your first day of school or college or something like that. So I'm so excited to plan an outfit for it. And I'm just, yeah, I'm delighted. It's like the most perfect situation. I can already tell that there are some things where I need to like temper my expectations. Yeah, I'm just excited to get going and do the work and make myself useful to this team and this company. And like, I'm just, yeah, fingers crossed. Just really nice to have sort of this fresh energy come in and to feel like I'm finally getting into the kind of role where I can really thrive. What have I been doing during my unemployment? I went out dancing a couple of times. I've been chilling at home quite a bit, trying to rest, like really be intentional about taking time to enjoy myself. I went to Wisconsin and I refinished my dad's hardwood floors, which was something I was going to show you, but I decided against it. And like, honestly, it was probably pretty boring for you guys, but it was back-breaking work on my end, and my little sister helped out, and that was really intense. And I also went on a trip with my mom to Door County, which I am still gonna edit that and like put that out as a vlog. And yeah, I don't know, been hanging out with people, just trying, and of course like applying to jobs, but trying to sort of find that balance between rest and pushing myself to do things. I've been trying to get back to the gym and be healthy and run. My foot has been acting up again. If you don't know, I've been dealing with plantar fasciitis for like 2 years, and I finally got the injections last November, and that has helped. But my foot, especially the last like month or two, has been feeling not great again. So I'm just trying to like be cognizant of that and not stress my foot out. I dog sat for like 2 weeks, and then I had house guests. I've also been trying to date more. I went on a few dates in March that were not good. I have been hanging out with somebody, but that is not somebody I'm going to like, there's not a future there. And we knew that like from the beginning. And so it's just been like an enjoyable person to spend time with, but there's definitely like an end to that relationship in the foreseeable future. Sorry, who is texting? Trying to decide if we're gonna go for a paddle. Might just be a drink, and that's fine. It's gotten a little cloudy, but it's like 90 degrees. No, I already said that. It's not 90, that was a lie. It's like 87. It's still really hot. Yeah, it's nice to be heading in a good direction and feel like really positive energy and like optimism. That feels really nice for a change. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and make some dinner and figure out if I'm gonna, well, what we're gonna do. I know I'm gonna meet up with Tina tonight. It's just like, what are we gonna do? That's the question. Ooh, you know what I do wanna show you? One positive thing that I did was I got some flowers for my balcony. So let me show you my flowers because I'm really proud of them. So this is a little bit of my flower setup. I have all of these petunias, which are gorgeous and like just cascading everywhere. And then I have this jasmine plant that I bought. The jasmine isn't producing so much, but I think it's because the petunias have been going absolutely nuts. So I think I might need to give it more nutrients. I'd love to see this jasmine like growing up a bit more. But it is its first year in this pot, so we will see. And then I'm also really proud because I got this basil plant from Trader Joe's, and it was wilting and having a really hard time, but the heat has just made it super happy. And then I have some little green onions that I bought in the store, used, and then replanted so I could keep using them. So I would love to someday have like a proper garden, and I did try that on my balcony, as you might remember if you've been watching for a long time, but the HOA was not super pleased, and I did clog my drains, and so it's not a good option. But anyway, I'm gonna make some dinner, and then hopefully we will catch up and figure out what we're gonna do this evening. Okay, well, just got off the phone with Tina, and it sounds like we're just gonna enjoy some wine on her patio. So she's on her way to grab me. So my job is to bring the chocolate, and then I told her I'd bring the remainder of the sourdough loaf I made earlier. This is my quarter of my sourdough loaf. We'll have like little little pieces to enjoy while we snack on chocolate and wine and probably some butter and jam.
Want some water too?
Water's a good idea. Tina's got soup and we got wine. This is a sourdough I made. And then this is chocolate. Oh, I already showed you this. I found this in Victoria. That's one of my new favorites. Always in my refrigerator. That's upside down. Always in my refrigerator. Good morning, friends, and welcome to Thursday. I had such a nice time with Tina last night. It was just really great to like sit on her balcony patio and just enjoy the evening and chat about life and everything and just catch up. It's just really nice to have, the kind of friends you can just have an easy evening with nearby, especially because then I just got to walk home from her house and her and Theo walked me half the way, and it was just a lovely evening. So really happy about that. Anyway, I am late. It doesn't really matter because it's not like I have, it's not like I have a rigid schedule or anything like that, but I do want to get into the office and settled into my spot before my first meeting. And I'm already about an hour behind what I wanted to be leaving my house. So NBD, but just, especially on days when I put like more effort in, I'm not a morning person, so I'm often behind in the mornings. But anyway, I'm going to show you my outfit for the first day in the office in almost 3 years. Makes it sound super exciting, but remember, I live in Seattle and this is a tech company, so it's not that exciting. So this is the Sezane turtleneck tank that I purchased in this like terracotta color, which I think is kind of fun for a year-round color. I then have pollen necklace. Ooh, I need earrings. I will probably put on some pollen earrings. This headband is a scarf from Sezane. This coat, I forget where I got it. Well, Alexis gave it to me and I don't remember where she got it from, but little trench coat that I'm gonna belt. These are some frame jeans, random belt. The jeans are a slight barrel leg, and then some Sam Edelman loafers. And then I have, hold on. Okay, I added these pollen earrings. This is also a pollen necklace. I might have said that already. This ring is from a little boutique down the way. And then these rings, the thumb ring is from, where's it go? There it is. The thumb ring is from the same boutique, and this one is from Miss Oma. Here's a better look at that one. Miss Pollen. And then the bag is Stod. So that's the look. It's put together but casual, which is the vibe. And then after the office today, I have like a marketing mixer networking thing that I'm gonna try and go to. I am trying to be better about building connections within my profession. And it's just been difficult to make it to these events, but I'm trying today, so that's good. Anyway, let's head into the office. Okay, we're taking a little lunch break, and I got this like spicy capellini noodle salad that I love, and it's black bean and my favorite coffee. I'm just so happy to be working in an office again, which I know sounds crazy to some people, but I'm really happy about it. All right, welcome to Capitol Hill. We are on our way. The light rail was the busiest I've ever seen it. That was crazy. You probably didn't notice all that much, but it's crazy to me. Also, people from New York would kill Seattleites because we're so slow. Anyway, I'm off to the little marketing event, and then I'm gonna go meet Pedro and Misha, and we're gonna head back towards my area of the city and have some drinks with our friends Jesse and Kelsey. So a lovely social evening. Okay, well, I failed to show you anything from that event, and now I'm with Pedro now. And we're meeting our friends back.
Yeah, but like it's over there, right?
Oh, I don't know where it is actually. I have no idea.
You say,
I know.
let's go this.
Let's go to this thing, and then I don't know where it is.
I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where it is.
I've never been to this one before.
I've never either.
So we're going to Fremont Social, which is like a rooftop lounge in the Fremont neighborhood. Seattle is finally getting some rooftop lounges, thank God. Anyway, we're gonna meet our friends have some drinks. So I will show you what it's like up there. Okay, so it's actually part of or attached to Mischief, which is a distillery here. So this is Fremont Social. They had a corporate event here and they just got it done. But there's a charcuterie board left over, or like a cheese and fruit board. So we're gonna eat that. It's for free. I just walked into my condo and the lilies I picked up from the market this week have made the entire place smell amazing. They're so beautiful. It is 11 p.m. and I'm just getting in my door. That was such a fun day. I'm sorry that I didn't show you much. It was kind of one of those situations where I was just so busy socializing and talking to a million people that it just wasn't really practical. And obviously I'm like not going to show you my workplace. At least not on my first day and like not all that stuff. So, but anyway, the event was cool. I just ended up talking to, it's a mixer, so the whole point is to talk to people. And then we all went to the bar in Fremont called Fremont Social, which is like this rooftop. It's part of this like larger complex that I didn't even realize how big it was. Staff was amazing. And like I showed you the charcuterie board, like the cheese and the fruit and the cured meats that we got to pick at for free because the corporate event that had been there had ended. So that just worked out really well. The bar staff was so kind. They let us stay till 11 p.m. Like they were closing. They let us chill the entire time they were closing up the joint. They were just really kind. So that was amazing. I really like that vibe. Would go back. Yeah, it was just such a fun day. It felt so good to be like out of my house and in all these like environments, and like I used to work right in that neighborhood, and so it was really familiar and like nostalgic. And my favorite job I've had was like in that same neighborhood, like way back when I first started working, before I even worked in marketing. Like it was kind of this golden era of my early 20s, and just being back in that neighborhood and having an office and feeling like I was going to be able to make connections with people. I didn't actually end up meeting anybody today. Bit of a bummer, but like it's okay next week. But just like knowing that I have a space I can go into that's outside of my house, that there's like, yeah, it just fills me with energy. I feel really energized today, and that is just really nice. But now I am home much later than I'm used to. And I need to I didn't drink any water today, guys. That was really bad. I need to drink some water. And then I would like to get myself ready for bed. I'm quite tired. And yeah, just would like to continue my good day today into tomorrow and the weekend. So I'm gonna get ready for bed, and I will catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers all, happy Friday. It is like 11:30 in the morning, and I've just been working and having my coffee and that kind of thing. And it's definitely one of those moments where I'm like, I should eat something. And then I went to my fridge and was like, I have nothing. I have some lettuce and a chicken that needs cooking, and I'm too lazy to do that. And it's not like appealing. So I'm trying to think about what to get to eat. I really want like a bagel and egg sandwich, but I'm just like lazy, and I just want it to materialize. It's not. So I need to figure out something to eat and then get ready to go to the gym. Need to do a little work before I go to the gym, but gonna hit the gym and then do some more work ideally, can wrap things up, and then get ready to go to girls' night. And I really need to figure out what I want to wear to girls' night tonight. So maybe we'll think about that while my brain figures out what it wants to eat. Like, what do I want to eat? That doesn't require me doing much of anything other than like walking and picking something up. Nobody ever talks about the challenge of feeding yourself every day as an adult. Like, it is one of the hardest struggles every single day, multiple times a day. What am I going to feed myself? Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard. But let's go and look at my closet and see what we have that would be appropriate for dinner tonight. We are going to we're going to the Palace Kitchen. It's not the best angle for you. It's so hard. I'm crooked, but that's how it's gonna go. So we're going to the Palace Kitchen, and in all honesty, I kind of wanted to wear white pants. I have, because it's a hot one, I have these Zimmermans. They are maybe a little tight on me these days. Also a little bit more see-through than I would like, but we'll see. So I could try those on, and my question will be, did they fit? Because obviously the shoe of the day is going to be these babies, right? Like, these are happening today. So I need to see if these fit with these. I also have, because when you know you wear something, you've got to buy it in multiple options, especially with pants, because you need like a version for a flat shoe, a version for like a slightly higher heel, and then a version for a high heel. So in my case, I have 3 pairs of white trousers in various thicknesses. So these are from Millie Loughton, and I haven't hemmed them yet because they're actually so long that even in my tallest heels, they're too long. So I need to have these hemmed, otherwise I would wear them tonight. But what I might do is wear them and pin them if those are too short still. We'll see. Alternatively, there is the option of this beige multicolored dress that I have had from Sezane for a number of years. It is really fun. It's very short. That is an option. We'll put it out. I think I'm overthinking the shoes. Like, they're beige and white. They can go with whatever I want them to go with. You know? Don't overthink it, Kim. A lot of my clothes are just fitting a lot tighter than I would like them to fit right now, and that's okay. But it is frustrating when you've invested in your closet and then you go through a period of weight gain, and now some of these things just don't fit correctly anymore. That's okay. We're healthy and we're happy, mostly. I do have this Cult Gaia skirt, which I did wear a few months ago for a different girls' night, and I just don't think, like, it's summer. I want to give summer. So that's one of the tops I was thinking of wearing today, with like my hair up a little bit and some big old hoop earrings and like really leaning into the jewelry of it. So that's an option. This is the top that matches the Cult Gaia set, and it is boobalicious, and I love it, and I kind of want to wear it. So I could also do that with, I really don't have, I don't know. I would say I'm such a pragmatic person because I just really think about my closet as like a year-round, all-purpose closet. I don't have a lot of like very specialized pieces. Like the Cult Gaia set is probably the most like evening going out vibe piece that I have. Thing I do have, if we're gonna go for, we could go for an all white. I have this Kate halter. It's backless, like there's just some strings that connect, and then it's just a little backless halter top, and that's actually quite cute. And I bet an all white look would be really fun. It's just daring going to dinner. So you never know how that's gonna work out. Oh, I also have white shorts. I have a lot of white, and I'm always afraid to wear white, but I really like wearing white. But then I don't wear it half the time. A lot of my style is very masculine sometimes, and I'm just wanting to lean into the feminine, and I wish that I had a dress that did that right now, but I don't. I don't have like a very feminine dress. Well, I have the red one, but I already broke that, which is one I was planning on wearing the red one, and I just wore it last Friday, but it needs to be repaired already because I'm clumsy. This one I could also wear. So this is like a navy blue, also a halter neck. It's got this cool like red bit here. This is Sacai, I believe. I'm sorry, one dress option, and then it's clearly leaning towards the white pants with some kind of top. But I could also do shorts, or I could do black pants. Okay, we're gonna have to try these on at some point and decide on how we feel about them. It's lacking in fun and color. It's summer, so I want to be fun and colorful. You know what I would... Oh, the other question is what bag? It would be super fun to take my big blue circle bag, because again, summer, fun and color. Otherwise, I've got the Stod mini moon bag, or another raffia version of that bag, or I have this one, my Loewe bag. The poor Chanel, she never gets taken out. This is my beautiful Chanel. She's beautiful. But she doesn't get taken out very often, even though this is exactly the kind of evening that she should go out for. But I just feel like if I had gotten the beige and black version of these shoes, then I would have 100% taken her. Or even the black and white version. That would have been great. But I didn't. And then for an honestly, for an evening bag, I thought I might take out the Malloy, the mini bag. She fits almost nothing, which makes her perfect for an evening bag, because nothing says I'm out for an evening with the girls like a totally impractical bag. And she's fun and colorful and would go, but like is also neutral and would go. So those are my options to figure out food. And then I need to go to the gym and do my job. Okay, bye. This is the sweaty face of somebody who went to the gym, and it was so busy, so I didn't show you anything. Also, I completely forgot about the idea of showing you anything, but it's okay. I ended up having to go a lot later than I wanted to do because it was so busy that a lot of the machines that I would normally use were busy and I couldn't get to them. And I'm not somebody who's like, I don't know, I could have rearranged, but I didn't. So workout done, and then it's my friend's birthday, so I went to the brewery and just had like a quick schooner and said hi to her. And now I am home and I need to shower. I want to wash my hair today and get ready to go this evening. Also like do some more work. So yeah, sorry, I feel like this is just like occasional clips and being like, I did a thing, and then not showing you the thing. That's not cool. Bad, Kim, bad. I'm bad llama, bad. I love that movie. So yeah, so also you guys, I like hit my nail on the dumbbell and it still hurts. That was like 40 minutes ago. So yeah, but I love my nails. I always do Funny Bunny, and it just feels nice to have my nails done again. So Helen is who I go to at Amy Nails. She's great. She's so sweet. I really like her. Anyway, on to the showering and hair wash. Okay, hair is washed. I had a nice little power nap at it as well. And I did a little face mask. This is the one that I've been using. I used to use the Origins Deep Clean Charcoal Mask, and then I found this one. I like this better, and it's significantly cheaper because the Ordinary is always cheaper. And they have a lot of great products if you know exactly what you're looking for and how to use it. So really highly recommend this one about once a week. I just feel like it like really clears out my skin, and I don't know, I really like what it does. So anyway, we've done that. It's about 5:10. I need to leave my house in about an hour. I'm really tired. I think I need an iced coffee and to figure out what I'm gonna wear. Okay, y'all, the outfit is on. Sezane top, earrings I picked up in Portugal. Rings are my usual stack. You've seen them already in this one. That bracelet, well, it's a necklace, but I turned it into a bracelet. Everlane shorts, and these are the beautiful, beautiful shoes. I love them so much. I'm so excited to wear them all the time, I hope. We'll see. I mean, obviously I don't want to wear them into the ground because they're quite special, but things are meant to be worn. And oh, and I'm wearing my Malloy Mini Naomi just because I wanted some color and I think it's really fun. It does have a strap, but I've decided to go, sorry, I'm feeling really unstable. I mean, these heels are very comfortable and very stable, but I'm just sort of a drunken sailor right now and I'm not even drunk. So anyway, so I'm ready. I am late. Here we go. Okay, this is the cocktail list we're debating. The first dance is quite good, Beth got it, and then the ginger thing Amanda got. It's a little much for me. I'm doing between the old fashioned, as always, and the fête de lait, violet, whatever. Questions? Fine. We've got food for the table. Burger time. Okay, we have the outfits. Amanda, walk us through. Tank top is from, I don't know, ASOS. Farm Rio skirt. Amanda is to Farm Rio what I'm to Sezane.
Thank you.
Classic black outfit by a beautiful woman.
It's actually dark brown.
It's dark brown?
It's
Wow,
dark brown.
who could tell?
It's an upgrade for me.
I asked for a nasty vodka martini and they got the assignment right. So this is Rob Roy. This is a bit of a cocktail bar in Belltown. Hi ladies. Anyway, I'm just showing them the bar. Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday. I got home kind of late last night. I mean, not surprising. Not too late, but late enough. And, oh man. I have had 2 cups of coffee. They were like, well, I've had coffee. And I'm still tired, but that's all right. It happens. Like I also woke up naturally at like 7:30, so, and it's now like about 10. Yeah, it was really fun last night. I don't know, it's hard. Like one of the goals of girls' night has also been to like put ourselves in situations where we can meet people. I mean, like obviously the girl time is excellent and we're very happy to just hang out with ourselves. But we do kind of intentionally seek out environments where we feel like we would have an opportunity to meet like other people. Specifically, we would love to meet some guys because all of us are just like so over the apps and like, yeah, it's just easier to tell if you're going to connect with somebody in person. Thus why people like to meet instead of just chatting on the apps all the time. But I mean, it's just hard. Like Seattle's not an outgoing or like a good city to meet people in the first place. Like it's just not a city where you like meet strangers when you're out and about. It's hard to meet people at bars and stuff like that. Also, we're all in our 30s. One of the girls is in her 20s, but she's an old soul. And so it's hard to meet people. Like I'm 40. Like it's really, the people I would meet out are like 20 somethings anyway, maybe 30s. Like it's just difficult to meet people in this city. In general, it's hard to meet people as you get older as well. So like we need events and we probably need them to be earlier. And it doesn't like help us to meet people if we're just sitting at like a private table. So I don't know. How do you guys do it? How do people do it? You know, like I don't want to go on the apps. I often meet people when I'm out dancing, but you know, you don't always want to date the people who are in the hobby community that you're in. Like you can only date so many people from the dancing scene before it becomes difficult to go dancing again, you know? Like you got to be careful there. Events are difficult. Like I've started going to, or I'm planning, like, yeah, the World Cup I was really excited about. And so I started attending the Salmon Bay FC soccer matches and the Ballard FC soccer matches, which is like the semi-pro league here in the neighborhood. And, you know, maybe that'll eventually result in something, but like, and I'm just doing things that I want to do anyway to try and like put myself out there. But yeah, like how are we supposed to, and people are just conditioned now to not approach you in public. Like, it shouldn't be this hard. Maybe it's just America. Is it just America? Someone let me know. I've only ever dated in Seattle as an adult. Like, I don't know anything else. So I just don't know if, I don't know. It makes you feel crazy here. But we had a great time, and the drinks were great, and the servers were great at both Palace Kitchen and at Rob Roy. We had exceptional servers. So shout out to those folks. And the drinks were great. They brought me so many olives. I was so happy. And then the guy made fun of me for eating all my olives so quickly. I was like, just bring the jar, you know? So yeah, so it was a fun time. And now I'm just having a slow morning. I need to do a lot of things, but I don't feel super motivated to do them, including edit this vlog. So I'm gonna say bye-bye and go and try and motivate myself to do those things. If you enjoyed this, I hope that you'll let me know in the comments what you enjoyed. I'd also love to know, like, what do you want to see? Because I feel like I'm struggling to figure out what I want to share, which is one of the reasons also that I haven't been posting. It's just like, I don't know what to share. I like fashion, but I don't want, and I shared a giant, like, this is what I've been buying this time, but I don't actually want to support like excessive consumerism. So I don't want it to just be like a bunch of hauls. I don't have the money for that. I don't want to do that. A lot of my life is just like living, doing stuff. I'm also very bad at remembering to vlog when I'm out. So I don't know how interesting that's going to be. I don't travel all the time, nor do I want to be a full-time travel vlogger, because that's also crazy. Yeah, so like I'm just trying to figure out what I want to share. And I would love to know what you enjoy seeing. So I hope that you'll like drop me a comment and let me know. If you did like it, I hope you'll consider subscribing. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.